Thank you for joining me today again. So, let's talk about a little bit about insurance today. So, there's different type of insurance, right? There's what life insurance, home insurance, car insurance, medical insurance and all that stuff. But today I want to focus more about car insurance. This is something that I wanted to share because it happened to me and it cost me a lot. So I want to save you the hassle and I want to save you, some time and then all the headache that comes with it. So listen, guys, it's not about everything that I know, but it's mostly about what I've experienced that someone can use and then make it good out of it. Make something good out of it, I should say. So you go ahead and you want to buy a car, you have this good idea and you know the car that you want to buy. You go to the car dealership and then you don't really have a lot of money as far as down payment is concerned. And you need to finance your car. You need to, ask for a loan. You have your credit is so your credit is fair. Even if you have good credit, that's great to have good credit. It is a good thing to have good credit. Fair credit, you always can work your way up, but it's not bad. It's not that bad like they want us to believe. Bad credit, it's bad. So if you have the credit that you need, you qualify to get a loan. And then the other part is that you don't have enough money towards your down payment. You can really put like just to cover the taxes and different fees, but you actually don't have, not even 10 or 20% down payment. So what you want to do is that yes, you get the loan for the car, but one of the most important thing is to get what they call gap insurance to protect your asset, to protect the car. If you don't get the gap insurance, GAP is really something that is not, it's gonna be detrimental to you in case your car get into an accident. We don't wish that, but you never know on the road. Something might happen, something might hit you, and then your car get total. So there's a fact that you didn't put enough down payment towards your car. Even if you did put enough down payment, you still have to see the value of the car, how much you pay down for the car, and how much you put down and how much the car is worth. If there's a large amount of sum that you're still gonna owe, yes, you definitely want to go ahead and get the gap insurance. So what that gap insurance will do is that, let's say even if you owe you pay maybe 2 or 3 months or 6 months on your car and you still owe some money, that and your car get into into an accident, and let's say your car is declared total, it's a total loss. So that means the car, you're gonna lose the car and everything, but you still owe money on that car. Your regular car insurance, as well liability, full coverage, and all that stuff, will not cover the loan itself. When you have this regular insurance, you have they will cover either your car, damages on your car, or damages on the car of other person, the other vehicle. So if you get liability, the liability insurance, they only cover the other car. But if you get full coverage, it will cover both the damages on your car, on your vehicle, and the damages on the other person vehicle. However, if you have a loan on that car and the car is total, there's nothing really that can be done, the car is really gone, the amount that you owe towards the loan needs to be paid off regardless of the fact that you lost the vehicle. And that's what the gap insurance come into play. That will cover that loan for you. So even if you lose that car, you will not have to pay for the remaining amount of the loan. And that's a good thing about the gap insurance. So keep that in mind, that when you go get a vehicle, don't forget about it. Ask the seller, the agent, about the gap insurance. You don't want to pay more. You don't want to say that you don't want to pay either, but you don't want to pay more than you should be paying. So let's keep that in mind as well. That everybody wants to get something out of the client that comes, the consumer that comes, the person that want to buy a car. When you come, everybody want to sell you a different vehicle. They really they really want to sell you the most to get a lot of more money from you. So keep in mind that the gap insurance, you don't want to pay more. You just want to pay what you need to pay, right? Yes. So guys, keep in mind. The other thing is that, like I just mentioned uh, just now, is that sometimes you go to the dealership and you have your car in mind that yes, this is what you want to buy, and when you get there, they really want to sell you something else. And I don't know why they always try to upsell you something else. You just go ahead, you just have your car that you want, and then you get there, the guy is showing you different car, selling you a different car, and you can get really you know s- discouraged from whatever is going on. But if you believe that the car that you want to buy is really worth, that's the car that you want. Don't let anybody, convince you of buying anything else or something else. Because at the end of the day, if it's a car that you're not going to be comfortable with, the fact that you're going to be driving that car every day, and then you're going to find yourself driving a car that you will not be comfortable in. It's just that someone trying to sell you something, that is not really suitable for your needs, but because they know how to sell, they will sell you the car, and then once you leave the parking lot, not only the value of the car would depreciate, but also you will not be comfortable enough to drive the car around every day. Not everybody likes a big car, and they will say, "Oh, if add only this amount, you'll get this car." And then yes, it looks good in the parking lot and everything in the dealership. So you just go ahead and sign all the paperwork, and then you leave. You're still gonna have your heart towards the car that you wanted, regardless of the fact that you have this car, but your heart is still gonna be, you know, thinking about the other car that you really, really wish and you really wanted. So you be driving a car that it could be too big for you. There could be different, blind spot all around the car, which is something that I really don't like, because there's so many blind spots that it's keeping you from seeing completely, around you, because of the blind spot on each side of the vehicle. So you really want to look into all this, the stuff, the criterias around your car, and be like, oh, this is the car that I can drive. I can see, when I'm sitting in the car, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable driving the car. It's not a car that really, it's not something that I can go every day, drive that car every day, be comfortable in the car. So it's very important, your first car, your second car, your third car, to keep in mind that you want to get a car that you're comfortable driving, and you also definitely want to get the gap insurance. If you need to have to put, if you need to have the gap insurance, you really need to go ahead and get that gap insurance, because it will save you a lot in case something were to happen with a vehicle that you're going to purchase. Purchasing a car is a big deal, so you need to put thought into it. Do your research, find the value of the car, so that no one is trying to sell you more than the car is worth. but there's good cars out there. There's different vehicle. I cannot tell you the name of the car that are good cars, but everybody has their own opinion about what is good. But some of the cars that people really really are saying are good cars, already, is the Honda, the Toyota. These are cars that people are really, they say they are good engine. The higher level or scale of car, they have good engine. The only thing about those cars is that you will have to, maintain them. Don't forget about the maintenance of the vehicle, the cost of the maintenance. If you can afford it, go ahead and get those cars. Everybody needs to be in what they deserve to be in, but keep in mind that some of the car have high maintenance if you want to get the luxurious vehicle. So Camry is good, Honda, they are good vehicles. The Ford vehicles, some how they are. They are good cars, but they have the time where the car will not be good and is roughly around 5 years. So keep that in mind. So good luck in buying your car. Make sure you don't forget about asking for that gap insurance and ask more questions. Don't make a decision right then if you're not okay, or if the answers are not satisfying to you. You can always come back and then make yourself your buy your car when you are ready to buy the car. Don't go get a car that you're not comfortable driving, because you'll be driving that car around every day, and you need to make sure that the car is what you wanna, what you want, what you really want, not what the seller wants you to have, because they know how to sell and they can really push you into buying something that you don't want. So for all of you out there, so I want to pray and ask God for His grace upon you, all of you that will be buying a car this year. May the grace of God be upon you, that the right decision will be made. It will be a car without, not too many complication, that you'll be able to afford the car on your monthly bill. So, Father God, we thank you for all your children out there that'll be getting a car this year, and all the one that already gotten a car. We thank you for the bill will be paid every month. We thank you for your grace to be upon them, for the choices that they're going to make, the decision that they are going to make. Father God, I pray that the gap insurance will not be something that they will miss if they need to have. For we want all your children, oh God, to be in perfect health, in perfect harmony and peace on the earth. And we pray for your joy once they get the car to continue, so that the joy will not be for the first day, but for as long as they have the car. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your mercy. We want to see pictures of the cars that you'll be getting. We want to see, you getting your first car, your second car. We want to hear that you're able to pay your monthly bill, car loan every month. You're able to make that payment. And we want to thank God that you have this vehicle, and we want to thank God for the insurance that you'll be getting, whether it's a gap insurance as well as the your full coverage insurance or your liability insurance. So make the right choices. Go out there and live your life. Live your best life. It's all about living on earth with joy, peace, and the love of God around us. So stay safe out there. Stay safe and drive safe. Make sure you look before you move, because you never know. There's a lot of things going on out there, and don't want anybody to scratch your car. So take off your car. Make sure you do your oil change. Make sure you take care of all the transition, all the belt, your engine. Make sure you take care of your car, and then live your life. God bless you all, and have a safe trip every day from back back and forth from where you need to go to your home. Be safe. That was me, and I'm out. I'll see you next time. God bless.